So my name is Bella Simmons and I'm a Senior Account Manager here at Marketing Suite. After finishing uni, I did not feel prepared whatsoever. I realised how little uni actually taught me. I think I really learned more in the first couple of months being onboarded than I did in the 3 years of uni that I did. I think for me personally, it was a bit of a culture shock. I didn't come from a background of a corporate environment. There is a lot of support here and there's a lot of training that's involved. It can be quite confronting, but I also think that if you understand that you want to dig deep and there is a lot of support around, it's a fantastic experience. Before I worked at Marketing Suite, I was obviously doing my uni degree at Flinders doing business marketing. I grew up with a hospo background. I really did just work at a bakery for like 6 years. I never had one job. I always had to have something on the go. Like I was always either working at the bakery and working at a servo, or working at a bakery and working at a fruit and veg shop. Like I always really couldn't sit still in the fact that I was really determined to, make money. You're going to be held to a standard that you want to make sure that you adhere to. I think that when it comes to the actual training, we give you all the resources, but it's really up to you with how you take that. I like to say we really are the Navy SEALs when it comes to marketing training. You're going to learn a lot, and if you can dig deep and really throw yourself into the experience, and that's what's going to count at the end of the day. My biggest advice would be put your best foot forward. Here we are attitude over experience every single time. I think that putting your best foot forward, having a bit of grit about you is going to be what's super important. Push yourself to the limits. Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable. And really make sure that you're here for, personal growth and your career at the end of the day. We are a really fun environment, but a massive shock, I think, for not just me, but a lot of people here was how hard we actually work. Some days you are going to have bad days, but it really, shows who rises to the top. I'd like to say determined. I'm a country girl at heart. I'm not afraid of a challenge. I'm determined to get what I want when I want it. And I think that's something that Corey actually instills in all of us, is to don't settle for anything less than, what you want and your goals at the end of the day. I think also a positive person, when you're having a bad day, it's how you pick yourself up. I think that you've really got to be able to shake it off and be resilient as well. So I hope that that's something that they would say. The knowledge and the experience that I've gained since onboarded, I'm a completely different person than I was when I first started. Coming in from uni, I had no experience. I worked at a bakery for 6 years. I feel like I've really grown from a girl to a woman. I really understand what it's like now to want to grow your career and to want to dig in deep. And then in terms of Marketing Suite, I learned way more in my first couple of months onboarded than I did 3 years of uni, like I said before. I think that my first impression of Corey was this guy is truly obsessed with Marketing Suite. For some people it can be a bit confronting, but I think as you grow and as you spend more time with him, you really understand that he's here to change people's lives at the end of the day. The first day that I actually started, he looked at me and said, I'm looking at you as a top end manager. And I think there's a sort of self-doubt or non-belief in what he's actually saying, but here I am and I'm a top end level manager now. So, you've really got to take what Corey says on board, believe what he's saying, and understand that he's really just here for the benefit of all of us. He really does care so much and is a fantastic mentor.